What's up, everybody? Happy Monday. You don't often hear that very much. Happy Monday. Hey, get the week started on a positive note. If you go into Monday thinking, it's Monday, this is the worst. It's going to be the worst. If you're like, this is going to be such a long week, it's going to be a long week. If you go, come on, Monday, let's do this. At least you stand a better chance of it being good than bad. Just my thought. So, happy Monday. Right there. You. Right there. As soon as I got out of bed this morning, about 5:30, I could hear it. I looked out at my flag by the dock. East. The beast from the east is back, baby. Maybe this is in honor of Syracuse's big win Saturday. Because maybe we are the beast of the east again. We'll know next weekend. This team goes into Death Valley. Is that Death Valley? Clemson? If this team goes into Clemson and beats them in their own place, man, they're going to be top 5. Top 5. Curious to see where they come out today. I don't know. Does everybody think they can crack the top 10? Give me your opinion in the comments below. Syracuse football, what do you think they're going to be ranked today? Heck of a game Saturday. I didn't watch it. I watched the highlights after the fact, but heck of a game. Proud of those guys. I tell you, this is the best football we've played since 1987. 1987, let that sink in. 1987. I was a sophomore in high school. So I got out here, come underneath the Route 11 bridge, and it's doing this. I get to the 81 bridge. I know what's coming. I get out from underneath the 81 bridge, and it's dark out. There's waves and everything. Took my time, nice and calmly. I made it out to where I was with my buddy Scott on Saturday when we hit him pretty good. He really tuned him. I watched that video last night. Sorry, I didn't watch the video. I was editing and pre-editing that video footage last night from Saturday. And he had me 5-0 before I even got bit. He called me yesterday and he goes, I got something for you. You going to be around? I said, yeah, sure, I'll be around. I got in about 10-ish. And he knocked on my door. He went down to Lakeside Outfitters and he bought me one of those blades, the same color that he was crushing them on, which was very nice. That was very nice and unnecessary, very nice. And he goes, oh, by the way, I was talking to one of the owners there. I believe it was Scott, one of the owners, Scott, not my buddy Scott, that he was talking to, and he goes, oh, here. He goes, yeah, I'm familiar with his stuff, and I like what he does, and so here, and he handed him a rot jaw, a big jigging wrap, the 3-inch one, and Orange Fire Tiger UV Glow. I did catch a couple perch on that this morning. I caught one walleye on the blade that he gave me. I caught 2 walleyes on that yellow gold shad color that I showed you the other day, Rapala number 7 Rip and Wrap. And then I lost it. And then I lost another Rip and Wrap, both on the cast. That bait caster of mine, boom, ping. I watched him flying. I caught another small, so I had 4 walleyes this morning, 3 keepers. Caught a small little nursery fish on something else. I think I caught him on a puppet minnow. I threw a swim bait for a little while, caught a nice big smallmouth on that. Went back up for my second drift. I had one long drift and I went back up for another one, and I was inside. I was closer to that weed line on the south side, and it was all perch. And I got a jumbo Jumbo, 13-incher, no stripes. No whammies. So, I got a big pickerel, bunch of perch, quite a few keepers. Pickerel, I think that was it. I had a lot of fun this morning. I stayed out an hour longer than I was going to. More like an hour and a half longer than I was going to because I had fun. The rod was getting bent. It was better first thing. Now, my solar lunar table this morning said 70% good. And the peak was right at sunrise. So I tried to get right back on those numbers. I didn't do anything for the first half hour, 40 minutes of my drift. And it wasn't until I got way down into the pinch point by the red buoy where Saturday we couldn't get bit. Today, that's where I got bit the most. So if you look at the West End, I kept singing, deep in the heart of the West End, as opposed to Texas. You get all the way down in the West End, and there's the weed line on the North Shore and the weed line on the South Shore, and you get to the outer edge of that, dunk, and there's a channel. Not a really wide channel, but that channel runs now all the way down into the bridge at 81. And I'm still seeing fish right now. I got it just in gear, and I had a trolling rod with me, so I stuck it out. I just did this since I started filming in case something bit it. I got a Berkeley flicker shad on there, my favorite bone white color with that purple lateral line on it, and that little pink throat. That's my favorite of all the flicker shad colors. Although I've found that most all of them work, especially in trolling circumstances. So, big stiff east wind. It oscillated a little bit this morning between northeast and southeast, but it's pretty true east. And it laid once this morning, and then now it's picked back up for as long as I'm going to be out here. And it's 15 to 20 at least. It's not as big as it was on Saturday. Thank God. It's about 2/3 of that. But it wasn't too bad, honestly. I only saw 2 other boats out here. One guy I've seen now the last 3-4 mornings in a big pontoon. He's out there anchored. I'm assuming he's perch fishing. He didn't stay long, so maybe he got his 50 real quick, because as soon as I got anywhere close to him where he was anchored, it was Perch City in that closer to that weed bed, that 15 foot of water. So water temp, surface temp right here is 54.6. Again, it's that big east wind. It's filling this end of the lake with warm water. I went through everything I caught and what I caught them on. And yesterday I said, let's do a little contest. And again, I want a big shout out to the ownership group at Lakeside Outfitters. It was very nice of you to give me a lure, and it was and it worked right off the bat. Both of them did, and thank you very much. It's a good group of people down there. They got a beautiful shop. I hear some people say, it's a little far for me. Well, I know everybody that says that will drive to Utica or Auburn to go to Bass Pro. So if you can drive that far, you can drive down to Lakeshore, Lakeport, and go to Lakeside Outfitters and support local guys. So thanks, everybody. Yesterday I said, which do you like? Highs, lows, consistency. I had a lot of great responses, and I said I was going to pick 3. Here's my 3. Thomas Zankowski. Barbara, I'm gonna mangle your last name. It's Gius. Gus. And Randy Gushlaw. It's the day of the G's. So Randy Gushlaw, Thomas Zankowski, and Barbara Geis. Hit me up on DM somewhere, either on Instagram or Facebook at The Awakening Angler. Give me your addresses. I'll mail you out a cool sticker. And thanks for being part of our group. Thanks everybody for commenting, for watching every day, for supporting. It's awesome. It's the middle of October. I know a lot of people have stopped thinking about fishing. Not me. I think about other stuff too, but I haven't stopped thinking about fishing yet. So thanks everybody. Love you guys and girls. There are some ladies that watch the show, whether by hook or by crook. I know my wife and I have talked to a lot of spouses that are like, oh, you're the voice I hear every day in my house that you don't even live there. But sorry. All right, I'm going in. I'm going to do something productive today on my Monday, and I'm going to get my week started right. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day. Keep your tip up.